clearly you are not your typical Washington regulator. How well did you even get along with your other regulators, insiders?
Famously. They're great to work with. I've always done that. In the past, I've worked on agriculture and transportation issues. These things aren't very controversial. They're not that partisan, and I love that. And up until the recession, quite frankly, financial things weren't that partisan. So I got along real well with them.
But what created the fire in your belly that made you sort of so outspoken and you wrote the book? How did you get this mojo?
It probably goes back to working in a steel mill when I got out of high school and seeing how tough some guys had it. So since that time, I sort of tried to be a consumer advocate and somebody who cares about average folks.
Hold. You went from a steel worker to a poet?
Oh, I don't know about the poet. I don't know.
I've heard. You've heard you're a poet, Bart.
Yeah, well, I sprinkle poetry throughout some of my speeches in order to try to get people interested and make sense out of these complex subjects.
I should note, Bart's speeches, about swaths mostly,
are sexy.
No, you don't understand. They would circulate. They'd come out, we'd get them. They always have great titles, great notes underneath, and they would circulate around Washington newsrooms.
And they had some substance in them, too, right, Phil?
Well, of course.
Give us something.
But, so I guess the big question is, best haiku you've ever put into one of your speeches?
Haiku?
I've got two favorite speeches.
Okay. Right.
One was I did a speech before the International Bankers called Cinema of Uncertainty, where I referenced 25 different movies or movie lines. And even though they hated what I said, they loved how I said it.
Give us a piece, something special you've written.
Well, explaining how we're going forward. I may have to read this, but I'll give you consider the future. So, given the current structure, the existing scheme, are these the best markets we've ever seen? Are these the best markets of our dreams? Are they efficient and effective? Are they safe and secure? Or were they better in the days of yore, you know, with trading floors? Was less really more? But let's not dwell on the past. It goes by so fast. Let's consider the future. Let's think about what's best. Let's not dwell on the past. It goes by so fast. Let's go long on the future. Let's place that bet. We can have the best markets we've ever had yet, but it will take tough questions. So let me ask you. Do you think that if one has tough rules that the other one should too? Do you think that you should reduce speeds if it impacted your company's profit needs? Do you think that you should reduce the volume if it steadied some exchange ships? Would you drink that all down or maybe just take a sip? And what about these dark pools that seem all the rage? Are they really this good for at this age and this stage? And finally, I think, you know, some of these rules, if I dare do say, they're stupid, they're silly, they actually get in the darn way. So let's consider the future, look at it anew. What should we do? Although watch Bloomberg, too, and Eric and Stephanie, who's too cool for school.
Yes!
He looked down once. He looked down once, just one time.
I sure hope Aaron Sorkin was watching. You just got yourself a part in Flash Boys, the movie. That was outstanding.
False Boys, the movie.
That was outstanding.
So my question is these speeches are sometimes given at very dry, boring conferences. Yep. How does this disengage people? This has to disengage them, right?
It actually disengages them from the doldrums, but I get a lot of high fives from people on it.
You're getting a high five from me and a kiss. Thank you.